Bonjour. Dans cette vidéo, vous allez apprendre un nouveau concept, les pronoms relatifs simples. Qu'est-ce que c'est, les pronoms relatifs simples? Quelle est sa fonction? Quelle est son utilisation? Apprenons. So, les pronoms relatifs simples, they are primarily used to give a precise information on someone or something. And like any other pronoun, it is also used to avoid the repetition of a noun. Yes, to avoid the repetition of a noun. So, what are the pronoun relative sample? Yes, we are talking about them, but what words do we use as pronoun relative sample? We have four of them. Qui, que, ou, et dont. Yes, these four are les pronoun relative sample. Now, let's see how they are used. Firstly, let's focus on the first use, how they are actually used to give some precise information, okay, to give a detail. So, if I simply say, j'ai regardé un film, that's a simple sentence. I haven't given any detail on the film. Now, if I want to give the detail on the film, what I'll do is I'll use pronom relatif after it. How? Let's see. J'ai regardé un film qui a beaucoup d'acteurs célèbres. Okay. I watched a film. Which film? A film that has a lot of famous actors. So I gave more information on the film. Okay, using qui. Next, one more example with this one. J'ai regardé un film que mon ami a recommandé. Yes, again, which film? The film that my friend recommended me. Okay, j'ai regardé un film que mon ami a recommandé. Again, we used que to give further information on the film. Oui, voilà. Après, let's take another example for ou and dont. Je veux aller au café. Je veux aller au café. Again, we don't know much about this cafe. So to give more information or to precisely tell which cafe, we can say je veux aller au café où l'ambiance est bonne. So, which cafe? I want to go to the cafe where the ambience is good. Okay. Another example. Je veux aller au café dont tu m'as parlé. Yes. Which cafe again? I want to go to the cafe. Which cafe? I want to go to the cafe about which you talked to me. Yes. That is one possibility. Let's take one more example. Je veux aller au café dont j'ai regardé une vidéo sur Instagram. Yes, I want to go to the cafe whose video I watched on Instagram. That's how you can frame a sentence using dont. Okay. Now, let's take one more example. That is, j'attends le jour. I'm waiting for the day. But which day? There are many days. to tell more about that day or to give a precise information on that day, we can use où. J'attends le jour. Quel jour? Où mes vacances commencent. Yes. Quel jour? Le jour où mes vacances commencent. Yes. That is another use of où. The day that my vacations start. The day when my vacations start. Yes. So you see how these are used to give details or to give information, more information on a noun. Yes. Now, let's see how it helps us avoid repetition of a noun. Okay. So if we take the same examples, okay, and we write like this. Okay, j'ai regardé un film. Okay. And now the second sentence. Le film a beaucoup d'acteurs célèbres. Okay. So here also I'm giving more information on the film, but I'm not connecting the two sentences. Prono-relatif does that work for us. Okay. That's why it's called les pronoms relatifs. Okay. They link the two sentences or two parts. Okay. And here, what did I do? I gave more information, but with a repetition. Okay. Le film. Okay. So to avoid that repetition, we can use a pronoun. Okay. Because it's always good to not repeat things. Okay. To not repeat nouns in French. For that, we use pronouns. So to not repeat the film, which pronoun can we use? We have four of them: qui, que, ou, dont. You saw over here that we used qui. But why so? How to decide that? It depends on what is being replaced. In this case, le film is being repeated. Okay. Have a look at the second sentence. So, what is the repetition? We have a film already. So, film is the repetition. And film is the subject of the sentence. So, if we are replacing the subject, we use qui always. Okay. So, in this case, it will become j'ai regardé un film qui a beaucoup d'acteurs célèbres. Now, if we take the second example, j'ai regardé un film. Mon ami a recommandé le film. Here also, le film is the repetition because we have it already in the first sentence. So here, le film is the repetition. But what is it? It's not the subject. In this case, le film is the object. Okay. And what kind of an object? Without any preposition. So it is called a direct object. Okay. Objet direct. Okay. Sans préposition. Without a preposition. Okay. If you want to replace that, we use que. Que remplace un objet direct. Only the direct objects, not the ones with preposition. There we cannot use que. Remember that. Okay, so what is our final statement? J'ai regardé un film que mon ami a recommandé. Yes. So you see, you have to look at the repetition in the second sentence, obviously. In the first one, no, you don't have to see. Obviously, the repetition is in the second one. So what is being repeated? Check the first sentence. Film, we have here. Here also we have film. So we'll replace that. But where is the film placed? Okay, and what we are replacing, depending on that, we'll choose the correct pronoun. Okay, replacing a subject, we'll always use qui. Replacing an object, but a direct object without a preposition, so we'll use k. Okay, here you don't have to see whether it is replacing a person, a place, a thing. No, it's a direct object, so we'll use k. It's a subject that is being replaced, so ki. Now let's come to the example of